YouTube, Quinn Wade, coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube exclusively. And we're going to do this forever, hopefully. Other than that, the Detroit Pistons ended up losing 98 to 92 to the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers are 15 and 23 and 6 and 14 on the road. The Pistons are 28 and 10 and 15 and 4 at home. No Duran, no Stewart, no Tobias, no Cade. And they still was winning a lot of this game and just collapsed in the fourth quarter. The Pistons won the first quarter 28 to 14. It was 27 to 27 by the end of the second. And then the Clippers won the third 27 to 21. And then they also won the fourth 30 to 16. Kawhi Claude Leonard led his team in scoring with 26 points in 31 minutes. He went 8 of 13 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, and 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Really smart selection, good confidence, good balance, good fundamentals, and just took his time getting to his spots and taking the shots that he liked. Didn't rush or force anything really in this game. 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and 4 steals. He's starting to slowly become that defender that we expect him to be in his mid-30s. And it just comes from all the injuries that he's been having. But you see the will in him still. You see the love of the game in him still. And that's why the Clippers been winning a lot more lately, because he's just been playing better. 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and plus 12 and plus minus. John Collins was dunking, finishing, shooting. Every time they needed him, he was able to have a good way to deal with whatever the defense was doing. 25 points, 9 of 14 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 7 boards. Everybody in the starting lineup had a rebound or more in on the bench, but the starters also all had an assist or more. John Collins had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 4 steals, 4 blocks. You never really see defensive numbers like that from John Collins, but he really did it in this game, and it was as good as it needed to be. Like I said, it was a close game, so anything you can do to help the team win is all that they should be trying to get from you, and he was able to give them a lot, whether it was scoring, rebounding, or playing a little bit of defense throughout the game. 2 offensive rebound, 3 personal foul, and plus 19 and plus minus. Ivica Zubac, 32 minutes, 17.6 of 9 from the field. He also went 5 of 8 from the free throw line. He just did a good job of catching and just trying to find a way to finish as best as he could around the rim. He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 18 and plus minus. Really strong game from him. This is what you expect him to do. He usually does this on the nightly. You just see him get more rebounds, but they didn't really need him to do that because the team was able to help in team board in this one. James Aim Harden, 37 minutes, 19 points, 4 of 20 from the field. Just an awful shooting night. He also went 1 of 7 from 3, but he did make some baskets in the fourth that helped him. He also went 10 of 11 from the free throw line. That's something that you have to do. He missed a crucial one. Paul Reed, James Harden, and those guys was basically exchanging free throws at the end of the game to see who was going to be able to close it out. And Harden, Paul Reed, and them was able to make enough of them because Paul Reed missed basically 2 free throws. So obviously they got the right guy at the free throw line just to help give them the ability to close it. But like I said, Harden also missed 1, 2. But he also had 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 turnovers, and 3 steals. 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a minus 1 and plus minus. You can look at it as a game that was good enough because they needed to win, and he was a big part of that because he rather was getting steals, helping on the boards, or finding ways to trick the opponent to get to the free throw line. He still has some, things that went well for the Clippers when they needed it to be able to close out this game with the win. And Chris Dunn, he didn't score a basket from 3, but he also was the only starter to not get in double figures in points. Although he also played the most minutes with 38, he only had 2 points. He only took 3 shots. He went 1 of 3 from the field, or 1 from 3. He had 1 rebound, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 steals. one offensive rebound, two personal fouls, and a plus six and plus minus. Every starter also had one or more steals for the Clippers too. That's something that's really tough to do, especially because they have a high amount of them. But it's something that happened tonight. Nicholas Batum didn't get a three. It's something he does every game. It didn't happen in this one. 14 minutes, one rebound, one steal, no turnovers, three personal fouls, and a minus 12 and plus minus. Brook Lopez, he shot four threes, missed all of them in 12 minutes. He also got three boards, no turnovers, two personal fouls, and a minus six and plus minus. Jordan Miller, 28 minutes, that was the most. Off the bench, he also had 9 points and went three of eight to get it. One of three from three, two of four from the free throw line. One rebound, one assist, two turnovers, and a steal. One personal foul and a plus one and plus minus. And Kobe Sanders came off the bench and got 10 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a three. Three rebounds, three turnovers, and he also had one personal foul and was a minus seven and plus minus. They didn't really get much from their bench, but they starters really performed decently on both ends of the court, and they just was able to make the shots when they mattered the most to be able to get an edge over the Pistons. And the Pistons didn't have a bad game; they had an okay one. Duncan Robinson had 20. That led the Pistons in scoring. He played 28 minutes. He was really efficient, 7 of 10 from the field, 5 of 7 from three. He also had one of two shooting from the free throw line. He also had two boards. Everybody in the starting lineup had a rebound or more for the Pistons. He also had one assist, three turnovers, and two personal fouls in the plus one and plus minus. He can drive a little bit if you guard him too close, and he also can splash in them wide open threes, and he did. Paul Reed, 22 minutes, he did get 8 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field, missed his only three. And like I said, he did miss crucial free throws in this one, and he finished 2 of 6 from the free throw line. He did have 7 boards, 3 assists, 5 turnovers, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. He was playing hard out there, but it also was costly sometimes too. 4 offensive rebounds, and another thing, like I said before, he had 5 personal fouls and was a minus six and plus minus. Javante Green, 33 minutes, 7 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 4 steals, 3 blocks. He also had one offense rebound and 5 personal fouls and was a minus 5 and plus minus. You wanted him to score a little bit more. It didn't happen in this one, but he did all the other things that matter too to try to help you get in a position to win a game. And that's all you can really ask your players to do. Jaden Ivey, you thought he'd have more points because no Cade and no Tobias and really nobody that can really shoulder the offense in that starting lineup but him, or maybe Asar, who also didn't have a great scoring game. But Jaden Ivey, 4 of 12 shooting from the field. He missed every three, 0 of 5, 3 rebounds, one turnover, two offensive rebounds, one personal foul, and a minus two. And plus minus. Asar Thompson, 34 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. The 6 assists was the most on the team. He also had one turnover, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. 5 personal fouls for him. He was doing a lot, but it also caused them some trouble in this one. But he did get a lot of good possessions for his teammates with the steals and the blocks, and also finding them. Minus 21 and plus minus by the end of his night. Tulu Smith, 26 minutes, 9 points. He missed basically every shot besides one. He scored a lot of points because he went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. That helps just keeping the defense guessing and using that to your advantage. And if it's free throws that you get, you're still scoring something, especially because he only missed one. He did have 14 boards, almost had a double-double, but missed it. That was the most rebounds on the team in the game. 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 6 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. Ronald Holland, a second, 25 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 15 from the field, 1 of 7 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He didn't shoot the ball that great from three either, but he didn't use that as an excuse not to put points on the board in other ways. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and a plus 8 and plus minus. Karis LeVert, 23 minutes, 8 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 rebound, 4 assists. That was the most off the bench, and that was good to see because he always forces the defense to make decisions quickly because he's good at driving and pulling up, and then he can hit you with the pass if you try to guard him too close or not give him enough space. 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 personal fouls and a +4 and plus minus. Marcus Sasser, 7 minutes. That was the lowest amount of minutes for anybody off the bench, and he also missed all the shots, which was all threes. But he still did get 3 assists with no turnovers and a steal, and he only had 1 personal foul when he was out there, and no a 0 and plus minus. Dennis Jenkins has been good for them lately. 21 minutes for him, 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, and 1 personal foul, and a -9 and plus minus for him. Um, Team comparisons: 83 shots taken by the Pistons, 40%, 72 by the Clippers, 43%, 35% from the 3-point line for the Clippers, 31 attempts. The Pistons shot 35, made it at 23%. 25 free throws for the Pistons, 72%. 36 for the Clippers, 69%. 47 rebounds for the Pistons, 37 for the Clippers. 21 assists for the Pistons, 17 for the Clippers. 21 turnovers for the Clippers, 24 for the Pistons. 18 steals for the Pistons, same for the Clippers. 13 blocks for the Pistons, 6 for the Clippers. 16 offensive rebounds, 8 for the Clippers. 31 defensive rebounds for the Pistons, 29 for the Clippers. 26 personal fouls for the Pistons, 17 for the Clippers. Um, Crazy game. The Clippers really seemed like they was out of it. They seemed like they was going to fail to get this one done. Then the game kept going on. Opportunities opened up. Things started to look good. And Kawhi Leonard was able to make a lot of shots and make a lot of big baskets. And then the rest of the guys just started scoring too and finding ways to get open, finding ways to get mismatches, finding the ways to put the ball in the basket. And then the Pistons slowed down. They couldn't really score as well. And then they just had trouble stopping the Clippers at 1.2. And then at the end of the day, the Clippers hanged in there, and they found a way to get it done. The veteran teams can do that, and they should have won it, because I feel like the way they've been playing lately, and the fact that the Pistons had a lot of guys out, this was a game that the Clippers should win if they're trying to make it in the play-in tournament or in the playoffs in general. And since they actually got it done, it makes sense for them to be winning, because they have to continue to go. James Harden looking at, I've been in the playoffs every single year of my career. I don't want that to end this year. And that's what you play for. Basketball in the NBA is prideful. It's about pride and how you use it, how you go about it, and how you get it done. And the Clippers could have just collapsed and gave up and said it's over. But they kept fighting. They kept putting themselves in decent positions. They put themselves in a position to get the lead, and they found a way to keep it before the game was over, and they got the win. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Not only that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.